Shalom, Yasharallah, Bar Hashem, Yahweh Shai, Call, Holla, Hawala, Yahweh. Shalom Israel, in the name of Yahweh Shai, all praises, glory to Yahweh. Saying that, learn and understand what you're worshiping and understand what y'all watching in any media outlet. Because see, these political events that are taking place is all biblically related. And saying that, let's go to the book of Jeremiah 5:21. And then I'm gonna go on ahead into first Corinthians 15 and 34. Jeremiah chapter 5, but I'm gonna start at verse 20. Verse 20. Declare this in the house of Jacob, and publish it in Judah, saying, hear now this so foolish people, without understanding, which have eyes and see not, which have ears and hear not. Meaning that what's published in the house of Jacob, what's published in the tribe of Judah, is foolishness. Do you understand me? It's foolishness because they lack understanding of what they're looking at. They lack understanding or can't comprehend to what these politicians talking about, because they don't understand the terminology that these politicians use to promote their wicked ass agenda. You understand me? See, so what's published in the nation of Israel is foolishness. You understand me? Because see, you become a fool when you don't understand what you're voting for. You become foolish when you sign pieces of paper that you know nothing about and you never read. You understand me? See, so y'all foolish because y'all lack understanding, but able to see beyond what y'all looking at and hear beyond what y'all listening to. Not understanding the terminologies. You understand me? Because see, understand, you have modern terminologies. These modern words are used, are weaponized. Do you understand me? Racism, DEI, what? Equity and inclusion, diversity, all that ain't nothing but tools, weapons of instruments, weapons of wars. You understand me? So you have to learn the terminology that these politicians use, because see, at the end of the day, these political events is all biblically related. And that's the lack of understanding that y'all can't see. I was talking with I think what last year or something like that. And I was like, I was at work and I was getting ready to leave out, and it was a lady from another building, right? She was like, you do videos? I said, you doing videos? What type of videos you do? So I say politics and religion. And somebody else was like, nah, I don't do politics and religion. You understand me? See, so, but they don't understand that Yahweh prophecies are politically being played out due to politicians, legislations, and agenda. You understand? See, the church can't speak and go against the government and against these politicians like that, because of that covenant that they have. Do you understand me? That's why you see now today a lot of churches that's in the black communities, so-called African American communities, they embracing these Democrat white liberals. You understand me? It is what it is, okay? Let's go to let me get Jeremiah 4:22 right quick. Jeremiah chapter 4 verse 22. For my people is foolish, and they have not known me. They are Sodom's children. They have no understanding. They are wise to do evil, but to do good they have no knowledge. Now let's read that again. For my people is foolish, and they have not known me. Meaning that they don't know Yahweh God. You know what I mean? So Sodish, they are Sodom's children. And Sodish means stupidity. Stupid. Okay, not saying 1 plus 2 is 6. Not that stupidity. You understand me? But stupid in a religious ideology and philosophical views. Because see, they are wise to do evil. Now, wise or wisdom is applied knowledge. See, so what happened is that they are wise to do evil, meaning they are wise to exercise the commandments of man and promote this political agenda. No, not understanding that their political agenda violates and make a mockery out of Yahweh God, and it violates his commandments. You understand me? See, so they become foolish. They sottish in their thinking. You understand me? Because see, they listening and watching these politicians, but don't understand the movement of these politicians. They don't understand this political game. Do you understand me? Because they lack understanding of what this truth is about. Because they don't know the truth themselves. You understand me? Let's read that again, verse 22. Jeremiah chapter 4, verse 22. For my people live foolish, and they have not known me. They have no understanding. They are wise to do evil, but to do good they have no knowledge. And that knowledge that he's talking about is Yahweh, and Yahweh represents those commandments. That knowledge is the prophecies of Yahweh. You understand me? His birth, his resurrection. Do you understand me? To know Yahweh God is to know the commandments. To know the commandments is to know Yahweh God. And if you know Yahweh God, you know the commandments, you know that number one, idol worshiping and graven images. And a lot of you all worship the government. Not Caesar Borgia, this so-called what this white dude, this Jesus character, whatever that character name is, what, Jesus, Caesar Borgia, Jesus, whoever. You understand me? See, you have to understand that this world goes against Yahweh God, and Yahweh God is against this world. You understand me? And in fact, let me go to James 4:4 right quick. James chapter 4, verse 4. Ye adulterous and adulterous. See, adulterous and adulterous. Okay, so basically what it's talking about is idol worshiping. Do you understand me? Because anything outside of Yahweh God, outside of the commandment, is idolatry. Do you understand? Let's read that again. James chapter 4, verse 4. Ye adulterous and adulterous, know you not that friendship of the world is an enmity with Yahweh, and enmity is a burial. Because see, understand, worshiping is an act of obedience. Okay, you understand me? So a lot of y'all obey the government, so y'all worship the government, but y'all don't understand worshiping. Okay? To finish up. Whosoever therefore will be a friend of the world is an enemy to Yahweh God. Meaning that you're the enemy to Yahweh, because see, understand, this world and this ideology, philosophical views make a mockery, and it goes against the commandments. You understand? Let's get John 7:7 right quick. John chapter 7, verse 7. The world cannot hate you, but it hated me, because I testify of it, that the works therefore are evil. See, so the world can't hate me, because at any given moment I can embrace the philosophical governance system of man. Do you understand me? So the world cannot hate me, but it hates Yahweh Shai. It hates Yahweh God, because he testified of it, and his testimony and his testification of it is these commandments, these statutes and ordinances, because they goes against the commandments of man. Do you understand me? Hey, it is what it is. In fact, let me go. Let's go to the let's go into Genesis 11:4 right quick. Genesis chapter 11, verse 4. And they say, go to, let us build us a city and a tower whose top may reach unto heaven, and let us make a name. And they made a name for themselves, and the name for themselves is Babylon. Because see, Babylon is a monarchy system, and a monarchy system meaning one man rule. See, so when we go back to back up to what, Genesis 10 and 9. Matter of fact, let me get that. Genesis chapter 10, verse 9. And let's go at verse 8. Verse 8. And Cush begot Nimrod. He began to be the mighty one on earth, because he was like a Nephilim. He protected the people and all, from the animals and whatnot. He was a mighty hunter before the Lord. And what hunter means, that he was against the Lord. Through the clothes of Adam, he was like a Nephilim. But yet he was against the Lord, because he protected the people, and the people labored him king. Do you understand? By him being the mighty one, he was the king, he was the ruler. And he was against Yahweh God. Due to the fact of that, by him being king, he built altars, altars, and they worship the host of heavens. Do you understand me? It is what it is. They worship the creation. You understand? It is what it is. Let's finish up verse 10. And the beginning of his kingdom was Babel, and Erich, and Canaan, and Clini in the land of Shinar. Meaning that a one world governance system of man ain't nothing new, because it was here in the beginning, before the flood. It was known as a governance system was known as anarchy. After the flood, when you go into the Sumerian text, Anunnaki left a monarchy system due to the uprising that took place in the first world. You understand me? See, so Babylon is a monarchy system, and that monarchy system is still here to this day. You understand? In fact, let me get Revelations, 18:3. Revelations. Shalaki, let me go to 18:2. Yeah, Revelations chapter 18, verse 2. And he cried mightily with a strong voice, saying, Babylon the great is fallen. And Babylon rose 3 times, because you had 3 periods of Babylonia. But Yahweh Shai used Cyrus to put an end to Babylonia in 530. Do you understand me? See, so Babylonia has failed. Okay? Alright. Let's read that again. Revelations chapter 18, verse 2. And he cried mightily with a strong voice, saying, Babylon the great is fallen and become the habitation of devils, and hold every foul spirit and a cage of every unclean, hateful bird. Meaning that it's fallen and it's fallen again. Right? It's fallen to what we know as America. Do you understand me? Let me give you an example. See, understand. See this dot right here? This is what you call microstates, independence, monarchy. America is a monarchy country. England is a monarchy country. American got its independence in the 1700s. Do you understand me? See, so when you go to Eastern Europe, all Eastern Europe is a monarchy system. Okay? See, so this monarchy system been here since the beginning, and it's going to be here until the end. Do you understand? It is what it is. See? So understand that the world ideology, philosophical view goes against Yahweh God. And in fact, let me get one more. Let's go to 2nd Corinthians. Well, I mean not Corinthians, Salaki. Let's go to Colossians 2:8. Colossians chapter 2, verse 8. Be aware, lest any man spoil you through philosophy and vain deceit, after the traditions of men, after the ruminants of this world, and not after Christ. See, because the world is ideology, religious, philosophical view, goes against the commandments. Simple. You understand me? Hey, here's what it is. Let's go back to Jeremiah 4:22. Jeremiah chapter 4, verse 22. For my people live foolish. They have not known me. They are sottish children. They have no understanding. They are wise to do evil, but to do good, they have no knowledge. Meaning, y'all don't know how to stand up against the commandments of men. And the reason, okay, I'm going to say, and the reason why y'all can't stand up is because through democracy. See, because of democracy, and y'all lack understanding of what democracy means. Okay, see, democracy don't means freedom. Democracy means the majority rule. But understand, democracy is the philosophical view that stands from Demetrius Democritus, which is I think what a Greek, I think it was a Greek philosopher, Greek or Roman philosopher. Do you understand me? It is what it is. See, democracy promotes independence and free will. Okay? You understand me? See, so if the majority say this is good, then that becomes law. Do you understand me? See, y'all lack understanding of the political system. Y'all lack understanding of y'all governing system here in America. So what happened is that as a result of not understanding, y'all fall victim to Illuminati system. Y'all end up worshiping the beast, accepting the mark of that beast. You understand me? Y'all support these politician legislations. Y'all quick to protest and to stand up for abortion, stand up for homosexuality. Y'all quick to burn down a building in the name of racism and bigotry. But when it comes time to exercise these commandments and display your faith and belief, y'all fold under democracy. You understand me? And basically what happened is that y'all become lukewarm. You understand me? So Yahweh is not really dealing with majority of you all that call yourselves believers, because you believe in Yahweh God, or you believe in God, but you support legislation that goes against your very same belief. Okay, see, so you can't believe in God and say, I'm okay with homosexuality long enough it ain't me and my kids. Then you support homosexuality. You're liberal minded. See, there are things that y'all need to know and understand, okay, about how this political game is being played. You understand me? See, so if you had that knowledge, you would know and understand, okay, that Yahweh commandments. Okay, you'll know and understand what this political game is about and how it's being played out through these politicians, legislations, and agenda. You understand me? Hey, it is what it is. Let's get let me go to let's go to Hosea 4 and 6. Hosea chapter 4 verse 6. My people are destroyed for a lack of knowledge. Now listen, he says destroyed, right? My people are destroyed. Now destroyed means put an end to. So they put an end to their own nationality by not keeping the commandments, following other nations. They put an end to their own self economically by not keeping the commandments. See, when you go back to Deuteronomy 28 and 28, the curses and the blessings, see, those curses are economic curses. See, we in economic slavery. Do you understand me? Because see, understand, Yahweh God is the capitalist. Okay? Do you understand me? And capitalism represents that divine governance system. That divine governance system is what we know as theocracy. Theocracy, its institution system is capitalism, because Yahweh God is the capitalist himself. You understand me? I did a video about that, but let's go back. Hosea chapter 4 verse 6. My people are destroyed for a lack of knowledge. See, so they put it into their own self because they lack understanding of what they worshiping. They can't understand what they looking at. They can't comprehend what these politicians is talking about. So what happened is that they fall victim to the system. You understand me? They die outside of their faith. They die outside of their belief. You understand me? See, so that's published in the nation of Israel. It's foolishness. Because right now, when you go on TikTok and Instagram and all these other videos, you see these black Democrat liberals. You understand me? You see all these people supporting legislation, supporting this world ideology and philosophy, knowing that this world, if you support this world and its philosophical views, you go against Yahweh God. There is no in between. Do you understand me? See, look, you all are in the spiritual war that you talk about, but it's politically being played out. You cannot see beyond what you're looking at. You understand that? Understand me? That's how y'all fall victim to the system. Okay, you understand me? Hey, it is what it is. Let's finish up. Because thou hast rejected, Hosea chapter 4 verse 6. My people are destroyed for a lack of knowledge, because thou hast rejected knowledge. I will also reject thee. Thou shalt be no priest to me, seeing thou hast forgotten the law of thy God Yahweh. I will also forget thy children, and he's not with your children. Simple to the fact is that you teaching your kids, you teaching your kids in a way that you want them to grow up, in a way that's how you perceive and understand the scriptures. You understand me? So he's not with your kids. He's not with y'all kids. Do you understand me? Hey, it is what it is. Okay, see, so once you reject Yahweh God, you become an enemy to Yahweh God, and you embrace the philosophical governing system of man. Either you're going to reject this world philosophical views and embrace the commandments, which is called democracy politically. You understand me? Or you can embrace these commandments and reject the commandments of man. There is no in between. You either gonna obey man or you're gonna obey Yahweh God. There is no in between. That's the reality that you all have to learn and understand. Okay? When y'all into this truth and talking about y'all belief. In fact, let me hold that. Let me get on Romans 6 and 16 right quick. Romans chapter 6 verse 16. Know you not that to whom you yield yourselves servants to obey, his servants are to whom you obey, whether sin unto death, and that's the philosophical governing system, ideology of man, or of obedience unto righteousness, and that righteousness is Yahweh Shai, because Yahweh Shai is the commandments. Do you understand me? See, so either you're going to obey righteousness or you're going to obey unrighteousness, word, ideology, and philosophy of man. At the end of the day, who do you obey? Because there is no in between. If you lukewarm, then Yahweh's not dealing with you at all, nor your kids, until that fourth and fifth generation. Do you understand me? Hey, it is what it is. See, so when you reject the commandments, you embrace this world, you become an enemy to Yahweh God. You understand me? Because see, understand, friendship of the word is that barrier that James talked about in the 4th chapter. You understand me? Understand what y'all worship, okay? I'm just letting you know what this game is about. Because see, it's not about waking up to you Israel, because that don't mean nothing, because the heritage of Israel is done away with. You understand me? So it's not about waking up. It's not about the so-called white man being a devil. Okay? Because reality, black people are devils too. So devil don't have no color. If you understand the terminology of devil, because the devil is a deceiver. And how many black people deceive each other on a daily basis? You understand? It is what it is. Let's go back to Hosea 4. Let's go to verse 1. Hosea chapter 4 verse 1. Hear the word of the Lord, ye children of Israel. For the Lord hath a controversy with the inhabitants of the land, because there is no truth. Listen, because there is no truth, nor mercy, nor knowledge. Listen, nor knowledge of Yahweh God in the land. Meaning that there is no knowledge of Yahweh God. So if you don't have no knowledge, you don't know the truth, you can't teach mercy. You can't teach grace. Do you understand me? And Yahweh has a problem. Because see, understand, Israel never kept the commandments. You understand me? They followed other nations and they went into slavery. And as a result of that, the Edomites came in and snatched that heritage. Okay? That's why y'all think that they are the real Jews over there, but they're not. You understand? It is what it is. Okay, see, so if you don't know the truth, you don't know Yahweh. Because if you know Yahweh God, you'll know what the truth is. And when you go and ask a lot of Israelite camps, they don't even know. Okay, I seen a couple videos a while back, Sakari camp, what this pastor, whatever, was coming at them with the questions. But they couldn't handle that Christianity pastor. because they lack understanding and knowledge, because they were taught the basic knowledge in the camps when they go into studies. Because see, that same knowledge of the physical commandments is being passed, but they don't teach the gospels of Yahweh Shai because they don't believe in the gospels of Yahweh Shai. I have another video coming about that, but I touched on that a lot. You understand me? Because see, knowing and believing is two different. That's why all of Israel will not be saved. Listen, all Israel will not be saved. And whoever tell you that all of Israel is saved is a goddamn lie. Because they can't prove all of Israel is saved. Because I can show you right now in John 6, there are some of you that believe not. Okay? Knowing and believing is two different. You understand me? It is what it is. Let's get let me go to John 9, what? Let me go to John 9 and 39. John chapter 9 verse 39. And wait, matter of fact, let me hold that and then let me get John 9 and 39. Before we get that, let's go to let me get 2 Thessalonians what? 2 and 11. John chapter 9 verse 39. And Yahweh Shai said, for judgment have come into this world, that they which see not might see. Meaning that those that watching the media outlets, but they can't see beyond what they looking at, they're gonna start to see. Meaning that when they see these political agenda being passed and it being implemented through the mayors and the city councils, because see, the government puts out the legislation, but they've been implemented through local legislations. Your city council members, your mayor, they're the ones implement these agendas into the neighborhood. You understand me? Let's read that again. John chapter 9 verse 39. And Yahweh Shai say, for judgment have come into this world, that they which see not might see. Meaning that they're going to be able to see because they're going to feel these legislations. They're going to start to see that these legislations and policies, whether they're domestic or foreign, go against their belief system. They're going to start to see and understand. Not everybody, but a few going to start to understand. You understand me? Let's finish up. And that they which see might be made blind. Let's read that again. And that they which see might be made blind. Meaning that those know what they're talking about. Oh, think they know it all. Think that they know the political game, that they know the system, but like understanding that it's all politically related. What happens is that they become blind. Okay, I'm gonna give you an example. Of sottish and foolishness and blindness. Okay, Chicago. They got rid of Mayor Lightfoot and got the same black man. She's a black woman that wanted to be a man. They went and got a black man with the same policies, with the same agenda. Now they more enslaved than what Mayor Lightfoot did. See, so they were blind to legislations. Okay, I'm gonna give you another example. Okay, I'm gonna give you another example. A lot of black women and a lot of white women, they vote, right? They vote Democratic. Now, see, black people, black people, women, and the white women, see, they vote on abortion, right? Now, they don't vote on the economy. They don't vote on legislations that make their life easier and make their kids' life easier. They vote off the fact of abortion. See what I'm saying? See, so now once they Democrat get into office, right, and they don't touch abortion, what happens? Economically, you go through depression. because inflation goes up, the taxes goes up. You understand me? Okay, right now we are in the last year of Donald Trump tax cuts. Okay, so when next year the tax is gonna go right back up. Do you understand me? So the Democratic governor ain't finna lower no taxes because that's not part of their agenda. You understand me? See, so when they cut taxes for the corporate rich America, and that's a good thing. Why? Because when they cut corporate tax, every tax brackets get a tax break. Even the poor people got a tax break to where jobs were competing and they was hiring. Okay, and then you was getting signing bonuses just to fill out an application. You understand me? See, so you had the competition and you had economic success. Okay, do you understand me? It is what it is. Let me see. Let me give you another one. Baltimore, New York City, California. Well, you know, and with Chicago and with the school board, right? See, the whole game is to keep the black people dumb, right? Because see, if you dumb and don't understand what you're looking at and can't comprehend what you're listening to, what happened is that the Democrats and the Rhino Republicans are going to tell you how to live your life. They're going to think for you. They're going to tell you what you can do and what you can't do. You understand me? Understand that this whole game is about enslavement, economic slavery. Okay? Let's go back to John 9 and 39. John chapter 9 verse 39. And Yahweh shall say, for judgment have come into this world, that they which see not might see, and that they which see might be made blind. Meaning that you're going to have some that's going to wake up and understand, and then you're going to have people that's not going to wake up and understand. They're going to continue to be stupid and foolish. In fact, let me get let's go back into the book of Daniel 12 and 10, I believe. Daniel chapter 12 verse 10. Many shall be purified and made white and tried, but the wicked shall do wickedly, and none of the wicked shall understand, but the wise shall understand. Meaning that when these policies and regulations be passing, some going to wake up and understand that they're going against their faith. Okay, and then some not going to understand, but going to continuously support these politicians, legislations, and agenda. Do you understand me? It is what it is. 2 Thessalonians chapter 2 verse 11. And for this cause Yahweh shall send them strong delusions, that they should believe a lie. And that delusion basically is what we're talking about, democracy, as I stated earlier. Because see, through democracy, y'all think that y'all doing a righteous thing, yet through democracy, y'all going against the commandments. Okay, by y'all standing up with these politicians and supporting the BLM movement, this LBGT movement, surgical body parts removal. You understand? See, y'all have to understand, Antifa, all these protests, all these are philosophical views of man. Do you understand me? They do not come from Yahweh God nor the commandments. Do you understand? It is what it is. Let's read that again. 2 Thessalonians chapter 2 verse 11. And for this cause Yahweh shall send them strong delusions, that they should believe a lie, and that they all might be damned who believe not the truth, but have pleasure in unrighteousness. And they have the pleasure in unrighteousness are those legislations. It's an agenda. Because see, what happened is that y'all depend on the commandments of man to be successful and to obtain material matters, economic success. So y'all embrace the commandments of man. So when y'all do that, y'all reject the commandments of Yahweh God. You understand me? It is what it is. Listen to what let's go to 1 Samuel, 1 Samuel 8. Let's get 1 Samuel 8, and we're gonna go we're gonna start at 4. 1 Samuel chapter 8 verse 4. Then all the elders of Israel gathered themselves together and came to Samuel unto Ramah, and said unto him, Behold, thou art old, and thy sons walk not in thy ways. Now make us a king to judge us like the nations. But the thing displeased Samuel, when they say, Give us a king to judge us. And Samuel prayed unto the Lord. And the Lord said unto Samuel, Hearken unto the voice of the people in all that they say unto thee. For they have not rejected thee, but they have rejected me, that I should not reign over them. Meaning that when y'all rather for the commandments of man, the philosophical governance system, political agenda to control your life. Y'all say, no, I don't. They don't control my life. Yes, they do, because they tell you what you can say, what you can post on Facebook, Instagram, and what you can't say. They censor you. They call you bigot, call you racism. Okay? Do you understand me? Understand what this game is about. All right? See, so y'all in that delusional state. Okay? And that judgment is democracy. That judgment is delusional. Do you understand me? It is what it is. That's why Yahweh Shai say in Matthew 6, you can't serve two masters. Either you're going to hate one or love the other. You can't serve two. Okay? You can't serve two. You either on one side or on the left side or the right. You either hot or cold. Simple as that. Okay? And a lot of you all are lukewarm, so a lot of you all don't make it. Despite of you going to church every day or every Sunday singing in the choir. Or you on the usher board. It doesn't matter. You finna usher your ass right into hell. Okay? Do you understand me? You know how many Christian pastors and people that died into the church, that died, that call themselves believers, but don't make it into the kingdom? You understand me? Because see, when you go to Matthew 7, what? The road is narrow. The way to hell is broad. Everybody go through the hell. But only a few people gonna go through that small, narrow road. Why? Because they understand and they get to see. Do you understand me? And they are the chosen, because they get to see and understand what this political game is about and how it's being played, and how Yahweh prophecies are being played through these politicians, legislations, and agendas. You understand me? 1 Corinthians chapter 15 verse 34. Awake to righteousness and sin not. Now when it says awake to righteousness, they're talking about wake up, mean get some type of understanding. Wake up and understand what you're looking at. Wake up and comprehend what these politicians is talking about. Okay, that righteousness is Yahweh Shai. Yahweh Shai are the commandments. Do you understand me? And in fact, let me go into the book of Galatians 3 and 19, and then we're going to go to verse 24. Galatians chapter 3 verse 19. Wherefore then serveth the law? It was added because of transgression, till the seed should come to whom the promise was made. Now verse down 24. Wherefore the law was our schoolmaster to bring us unto Christ, that we might be justified by faith. But after that faith have come, we are no longer under a schoolmaster. Okay, see, so we're no longer under the physical commandments. We are under Yahweh Shai. And what it means by being under Yahweh Shai is following Yahweh Shai, because he left an example for us to follow. Do you understand me? Because he brought obedience. See, through Yahweh Shai, we are able to keep the commandments by walking in the divine nature. Not in the philosophical nature, but in the divine nature. And in fact, let me get Romans 8. Let's get Romans 8 and 3. Romans chapter 8, verse 3. For what the law could not do, which is talking about the commandments, in that it was weak through the flesh, Yahweh sending his son, Yahweh Shai, in the likeness of simple flesh, and for sin condemned sin in the flesh, that the righteousness of the law might be fulfilled in us, who walk not after the flesh, but after the spirit. Do you understand me? See, so it's time to wake up to Yahweh Shai. Because see, understand, Yahweh Shai is against this world ideology and philosophy. Do you understand me? So when we go back to John, all right, go ahead. When we go back to John 7 and 7, the world can't hate you, but it hate him. because he testified of it that the works therefore are evil. Its political system is evil because it violates the commandments. Do you understand me? Socialism. See, okay, socialism is a world governing system. Now, socialism is to extol and commune ownership, confiscation of private property. Meaning y'all agree, y'all in agreement, y'all commune with each other in agreement, and the government pass legislation that come and take everything that you got. That's called covenants. Do you understand me? And in fact, let me get Micaiah. Let's go to the book of Micaiah. Micaiah what, 2 and 3, I believe. Micaiah 2 and 2, 2 or 3. Micaiah 2 or 2 or 3, one of them. Micaiah chapter 2, verse 2. And they covet fields and take them by violence, and houses, and take them away. So they oppress a man and his house, even a man and his heritage. And they covet fields, meaning that they covered your property that they covered. So what they did was put in bank regulations that take everything that you got. That would lead up to the civil rights movement. Because when you go back into history, in 1870, the Emancipation Proclamation, slavery was abolished, right? See, so you had black people in the South, I think in the North too, whatever, they had money, they had property, they had land. See, America was great. Make America great again, that was Donald Trump talking about. He's talking about that time frame period from 1870. That's why he was saying next to Abraham Lincoln. Do you understand me? Because see, Abraham Lincoln put out 40 acres and a mule. What happened was that the Democrats are the KKK. Andrew Jackson started the Democratic Party. And what happened is that the Democratic Party, Andrew Jackson, they vetoed 40 acres and a mule, and they put up the Jim Crow law in the early 1900s because the Democratic Party developed in the late 1800s, early 1900s. So when you have black people coming into politics, they came in as Democrats, like Shirley Chisholm and Reeves and so forth, Obama. Okay, do you understand me? But see, learn your history and understand your history because it's all biblically related. Because see, understand the Bible is a political book and it deals with governing systems. It relates to governments. You understand me? See, so a lot of you all don't have that knowledge of YAH because YAH, what you looking at is YAH playing a part into what y'all looking at to this day with the war in Ukraine and that Taiwan, the war with Israel. Understand that YAH, Yahweh's son, is tied into all this. See, basically, I'm gonna tell you like this here. What y'all looking at is the end of a what y'all seen was the beginning of a divine governing system, which is called theocracy, and the end of a philosophical governing system of man, which is called monarchy, anarchy, socialism, Marxism, communism, democracy, oligarchy. Do you understand me? Republican. All these are governing system of man. Okay? You understand me? See, so understand what y'all worshiping and understand what this political game is about. Because a lot of y'all in a delusional state, and that delusional state is what you call democracy, which came around about the 3rd century. You understand me? It is what it is. See, so it's time to awake to Yahweh and transgress not the laws of Yahweh God. And by not transgressing Yahweh God laws, is by walking in the divine nature, not in the philosophical nature, not supporting legislations and an agenda that violates and make a mockery out of Yahweh God. Okay, let's go back to Romans. Let's go back to Romans 8. Go back to Romans 8 and let's go down to verse 5. Romans chapter 8, verse 5. For they that are after the flesh do mind the things of the flesh, but they that are after the spirit, the things of the spirit. Do you understand me? So it is what it is. See, so it's time to wake up and get understanding of what you worship and understand what these politicians is talking about and understanding this game. Okay? Because we are at the end. Okay? We are basically at the end of Yahweh prophecies and they are politically 1 Corinthians chapter 15, verse 34. Awake to righteousness and sin not, for some have not the knowledge of Yahweh. I speak this to your shame. And a lot of you all are in shame, because y'all support and y'all believe, y'all go to church, y'all quote the scriptures, yet y'all don't understand or know Yahweh God. And due to the fact of not understanding what y'all looking at, what y'all listening to, y'all fall victim to the system. And y'all end up worshiping the government. So y'all end up idol worshiping. So when you die in idolization. You know how many people die in idol worshiping? Money, materialism, fame, power. You understand me? Anything outside of these commandments is death. You understand? Hey, it is what it is. All right, let's go back to Romans. Let's go to Romans 13 and 11. But I think it's about to rain now. Romans chapter 13, verse 11. And that knowing the time, that now it is high time to wake out of sleep, meaning that it's it's high time to get some understanding, to understand what you're looking at, understand or comprehend what these politicians is talking about. Okay, because see, what happens is that you lack understanding. So what happens is that they sell you to the next politician. You understand me? Hey, they sell you to the next politician because y'all in that delusional state. You understand me? It is what it is because y'all don't understand the terminology that they use. Let's read that again. Romans chapter 13, verse 11. And that knowing the time, that now it is high time to wake out of sleep, for now is our salvation nearer than we believe. Meaning that we are at the end of his prophecies and they're politically being played out. Do you understand me? It is what it is. Okay. Let's go to the book of Daniel. Let's go into the book of Daniel 8 and 19. Daniel chapter 8, verse 19. And he said, Behold, I will make thee know what shall be the last end of the indignation. For at the time appointed the end shall be. The ram which thou sawest having two horns are the king of Media and Persia. And the rough goat is the king of Greece. And the great horn that is between his eyes is of the first king. Now that being broken, talking about the Roman Empire, whereas four stood for it, four kingdoms shall stand out of the nation, but not in its power. And the four, and it's talking about the kingdom of Edom, the Roman Empire, dorsal and divided into what we know as Eastern and Western Europe. So what he's talking about, the four is Germany, Italy, France, and America. You understand me? These are the four. Okay? I mean, not the four that has no power. I mean, not America, excuse me, Shalaki, Germany, Italy, France, and I think Portuguese. Because Portuguese, they don't have no power. Spain has no power. England and America has a monarchy system. So the four that they talking about is Germany, Italy, France, and Portugal. Okay? Now let's go to the it's saying that we're going to get the Apocrypha, and we're going to go into 2nd Ezra 12. 2nd Ezra 12. And then we're going to go ahead, we're going to start at 10. 2nd Ezra chapter 12, verse 10. And he said unto me, This is the interpretation of the vision. The eagle which thou sawest coming from the east is the kingdom which was seen in the vision of thy brother Daniel. But it was now expounded unto him. Therefore now I declare it unto thee. Because see, Ezra is Daniel's brother. And what he talking about? What Daniel seen was the beast out of the east. What's the European Union? The Roman Empire. You understand me? Today they are split into what we know today as countries. Countries and kingdom are the same biblical terminology. Okay, verse 13. Behold, the days will come that there shall rise up a kingdom upon the earth, and it shall be feared above all the kingdoms that were before it. In the same shall the 12 kings reign one after another. Wherefore the second shall begin to reign and shall have more time than any of the 12. And what are you talking about the 12? These are the 7 heads. These 3 countries make up the 10 toes. But what are you talking about the 12? He's talking about Western Europe is 1, is 10, and America. Eastern Europe, Western Europe, because the Roman Empire was divided, and America got its independence from England in the 1700s. You understand me? So you have the Western 10, you have Eastern 11, and then you have 12 as America. You understand me? See, America is part of NATO. See, Portuguese, Spain, Adrona, England, France, Italy, and Germany. Where these stars at, these are the 7 heads that Daniel talk about. The 7 heads, right? You understand me? And America is part of NATO. These 7 heads is what you call NATO to this day. Okay? And they stand together through the Paris Agreement. That's why they got upset when Donald Trump said, I'm going to back out from that Paris Accord. Do you understand me? Because, see, they have no Germany, Italy, France. They don't have no power. Spain, they don't have no power. You understand me? So it's talking about the European Union plus America. That makes 12. Let's read that again. Where, verse 15, 2nd Ezra chapter 12, verse 15. Whereof the second shall begin to reign and shall have more time than any other 12. And any other 12 that reign more is England. Because England is a monarchy system and it's been ruling over 400 plus years. Portuguese ruled for about 584 and Spain about 524 years. But England had more time than any other one, and it still ruled to this day because you got you got Prince Charles, you got Harry, you got the 2 sons. See, Portuguese only lasted for about 584 years till it collapsed from what? 1139 to what? 1910 and so forth. Okay? That's what they're talking about. To finish up. Verse 16. And this do the 12 wings signify which thou sawest. Let's go down to verse 18. That after the time of that kingdom there shall rise great strivings, and it shall stand in peril of falling. Nevertheless, it shall not fall, but it shall be restored again to its beginning. And what it's talking about the Roman Empire, although it's split, yet through NATO, through the Paris Agreement, through religion, they are still together. But they are separate countries. They would not come back together. Okay, because of democracy, because of the religion and democracy. That would split them up. The clay and the iron. The clay is religion. Do you understand me? See, so democracy is that stone that split them up into what we know today as countries. You understand? Let's finish up verse 19. And whereas thou sawest 8 small under the feather sticking to her wings, this is the interpretation. Now the 8 that they're talking about are the 7 heads plus America. Okay? They are the 8. You understand? That's what they're talking about. Verse 20. In him that there shall rise 8 kings, whose time shall be but small, and their years swift. And 2 of them shall perish the middle time approaching. And the 2 perish in the middle time approaching in Portuguese and Spain. You understand me? Because they rule about 500 and something years. 4 shall be kept until the end begin to approach, but 2 shall be kept until the end. And the 4 that's going to be kept is Germany, Italy, France, and America. And you can see the political turmoil that's taking place, not here in America, but over there in Paris, over there in Italy, because they're rioting. Japan just beat Macron, which is a red wave that took place. Do you understand me? Here in America, you have communism and socialism been implemented here in America, okay, through these politicians, legislations, and agenda. But y'all don't understand that because the man governing system is enslavement, economic enslavement. Okay, so y'all don't understand, and that's where we're at this point in time. Okay, because He's going to raise up 3 kingdoms. Okay, and we already approaching that time. That's why Paul says it's high time to get some understanding of what y'all worshiping and understand what y'all looking at through the media outlets. You understand? Now let's go back. Romans chapter 13, verse 12. The night is far spent, the day is at hand. Now let's go back to verse 11. Romans 13, verse 11. And that knowing the time that now it is high time to wake out of sleep, for now is our salvation nearer than we believe. The night is far spent, the day is at hand. Let us therefore cast off the works of darkness and let us put on the armor of light. Okay? Now, when it says the armor of light and dark, it's not talking about good and evil. Okay? The night represents the governing system of man, and that day represents the governing system of Yahweh God. Now that day represents the governing system. That governing system is what we know politically is called democracy. You understand? Because democracy is a divine governing system. And Yahweh Shai is the commandments. Why? Because He is divine. Because He is the bread that came down from the heavens. So He are the commandments. The commandments is the divine governing system between man and Yahweh God. Do you understand me? The governing system of man is between man and man. And that's the philosophical views. You understand me? In fact, let's get to Matthew 4 and 16, I believe. Matthew chapter 4, verse 16. The people which sat in darkness saw great light, and to them which sat in that region in the shadows of death, light sprung up. And that light is talking about the commandments. Now that darkness is talking about the philosophical governing system of man, because there's darkness in that. And in fact, let's get let me go into Proverbs. Let me get Proverbs 6 and 3. Proverbs chapter 6, verse 23. For the commandment is a lamp, and the law is light. See, so the commandment is a lamp, and the law is light. See, so that day represents that light. That light is the commandments. Let's go to the book of Daniel 2 and what? I think what, 2 and 23. No, Daniel 8 and 23. Shalaki. Daniel chapter 8, verse 23. And in the latter time of their kingdom, when the transgressors are come to the full, a king of fierce continuance and understanding dark sentences shall stand up. And those dark sentences are policies and legislations, regulations that's in place. And they are very dark. There's no light into homosexuality. You understand me? Usury violates the commandments. Taxes violates the commandments. Because what happens is that they raise taxes and take everything that you got. And they covet off the money that you make. Because see, racism goes against, it's an attack against capitalism. See, all this wokeness is an attack against Yahweh God. Do you understand me? That's what this wokeness is about. Okay, it's a spiritual battle, spiritual war, but it's politically being played out through these politicians. You understand me? Let's finish up. Verse 13. Romans chapter 13, verse 13. Let us walk honestly as in the day, not in rioting and drunkenness, not in chambering and wantonness, not in strife and envy. But put on the Lord Yahweh Shai and make no provision for the flesh to fulfill the lust thereof. And what do you mean by put on? That means by following Yahweh Shai, exercising the commandments. That's how you put Yahweh Shai on, by exercising the commandments. Because he left an example for us to follow. You understand me? Let me get 1 Peter 2 and 21. First Peter chapter 2, verse 21. For even hereunto ye were called, because Yahweh Shai also suffered for us, leaving us an example that we should follow his steps. Okay, see, so we got to follow his steps. He ain't act out. He ain't acted stupid. He ain't burned down buildings. He stayed committed to Yahweh God and walked in the divine nature. Okay, and we are to walk in that divine nature too as well. Do you understand me? Because we walk in that divine nature, we don't fulfill the lust of the flesh. Because see, if you're going to have sex, you have to think in a philosophical sense. But if you're not having sex and you want to praise Yahweh God, you're going to think in a divine governing system. Okay? You cannot have sex and think about the God and the commandments. It's not going to work. Because see, understand the flesh and the spirit are contrary to each other. They go against each other, and that's the politics of it. Do you understand me? It's politics behind these scriptures. Do you understand me? See, so when you put on Yahweh Shai and make no provision for the flesh, meaning you bring in obedience, because he brought obedience. Do you understand me? By walking that divine nature. Let's go back to Romans 8. Let's go back to Romans 8 and let's go back to Romans 8 and 5. Romans chapter 8 verse 5. For they that are after the flesh do mind the things of the flesh, but they that are after the spirit mind the things of the spirit. For to be carnal minded is death, but to be spiritual minded is life and peace. Now let's go down to verse 13. For if ye live after the flesh, ye shall die. But if ye through the spirit do mortify the deeds of the body, ye shall live. Because you walking in the divine nature, despite of us being in a sinful nature. But we have that grace. You understand? So understand what y'all worshiping and what this game is about.